What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So, of course, this is our second last Premier League game of the season, and it is going to be a big night down in Manchester as Newcastle head to the theatre of streams, where we take on, of course, Manchester United in what is literally a massive game. We've already beaten them twice this season, once in the league at St James's Park where we won 1-0, once in the Carabao Cup where we beat them 3-0 down at Old Trafford with a C team, I may add, as well. And this is a chance for us for the first time ever in the Premier League era to get a double over Manchester United. The last time we did a double in the league was outside of the Premier League era, and that was, of course, back in 1930-31 season, when we won home and away against Man United, of course. And it's going to be an interesting game. A win or draw would also guarantee Newcastle a finish above, of course, Minya in the table as well, something that we haven't achieved since 1976-77 season when we finished 5th and they finished 6th. There will be some familiar faces missing on the Newcastle side of things as well, of course. There's going to be injuries on both sides going into this game. The injuries for us, however, will be Willock, Miley, Target, Tonali, Botman and Lascelles, who are all sidelined. Up front, Isak is likely to start, but Wilson's return remains uncertain at the moment. According to what Eddie Howe said in his press conference today ahead of the game, he was saying that, of course, there is a chance that Wilson would make the Brentford game, but not this game, of course. And then Howe has to make a decision to who he wants to put in goal. Is Dubravka, of course, being already in goal for the last couple of games. Now that Nicky Pope's back fit, Pope wanted in on the last game, but I think he might get a go in this game, to be honest. But it's still up to Eddie Howe on, whether he thinks Popey is ready to go, or if, he's just going to be sitting on the bench again for this one. But I guess we'll see, when the team lineups come out, if he decides to go with Dubravka or if he decides to go with Nicky Pope. But looking at the Man United side of things, like I say, they're missing players as well, significant chunks of players, I might add as well on that one. They're missing, of course, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez. They're missing Rafael Varane, Lindelof, Martial, Marcia as well, who are all going to be out. But they are going to be, of course, possibly having Mason Mount and Rashford in for this one. But Fernandes is definitely out, according to the reports that I've read. Bruno Fernandes is definitely not going to be able to play in this game. Of course, Man U have a mixed record at home this season, with a mix of wins, draws and losses. The referee for the game, of course, will be Rob Jones, the Scouser. He'll be overseeing this match, completing a full season set for this fixture. And of course, the game will be on Sky as well, so that is going to be where you'll be able to see the match. If you don't have Sky, then your other options are a dodgy stream, or trying to catch it at a bar or a pub or something like that. But this is going to be an interesting game. We're currently at the moment 6th in the league, 57 points, whilst Man U sit at 8th in the league on 54 points, so we're 3 points ahead of them. If we win this game, then it is pretty much confirmed. Man United will not be getting, the European spot. We will be confirmed for Europe if we get the win in this game. But it's going to be an interesting one. Like I say, it's going to be a tough game as well. I think, you know, considering where we're going, the last time we won there in the league was the 13-14 season. There was a 1-0 win, of course, and Johan Kabir scored the only goal of the game for Newcastle to win that game. But since then, we have lost 6, I believe it is, and drew 2, and then won 1 in the League Cup. So it's not been the greatest of kicking grounds for it, shall we say. But I think, you know, that will change, looking at the way their team is and what's going on at their team at the moment. You know, it's just not looking good. It's going to take them years to get back to where they want to be. It's going to take them absolute years to get back there. So, you know, I think this will be a tough game, but I do think we will have enough to come away from this game with the result in the bag and get the points, be it a draw, be it a win. But I'm going to back the lads. I'm going to back the lads 100%. I'm going to go for Newcastle to come away from this one with a win. And I'm going to go with, I'll say, a 3-1 win against Man United down at Old Trafford. Second last game of the season. And, of course, let's see, you know, what we can do. Let's push on and end this season strong. I mean, it's been a crazy, crazy season, as I've mentioned on so many videos. You know, to even be talking about finishing in a European spot is just massive. You know, just to think about it, with the season that we've had and with the injuries and everything else, you know. So let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. What's your score predictions heading into this game? Any Man United fans watching, you know, let us know your thoughts as well, going into it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it does not rain after the images we've seen of Old Trafford from that game against Arsenal. You know, that roof literally turned into a waterfall. According to the news, though, however, they have had some people around to supposedly fix it. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because if it does, you know, that roof could turn into an absolute waterfall once again. And, you know, we don't want anybody being in a situation where that stadium is really unsafe. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see you all in the next one, and however that.